Morning, folks. How are we doing? So, yes, back again. Amberlynn has finally decided to grace us with another video. It's called I Got Bad News. And yeah, guys, I think I've already unfortunately been spoiled what the bad news may be. But who knows? Because I've seen lots of videos open up my YouTube, and there are a whole bunch of videos being like, Amber has quit weight loss surgery, ? All that kind of stuff. So I'm like, who knows? Maybe people are just exaggerating. You know, she says reaction channels, they all lie about her constantly. So maybe, hey, do you know what? Maybe everyone's lying. Maybe we're all evil and horrible and mean. You know, she's been so positive. It's not like I called weeks ago that this was all fake and it was definitely not going to happen. But who knows? Maybe maybe I may be proven wrong. Maybe all those people who made those videos will be proven wrong. Maybe the 3.1 thousand people who have downvoted this compared to the 800 who have upvoted this, maybe they're all wrong. Guys, I think we'll just get into this because this is gonna be absolute nonsense here. Do my usual though. I'm gonna put it up to 1.25 speed. Let's go.
Hey guys,
hello.
Welcome to a new video. So I know that I have not been uploading much. I have not been vlogging.
See, I'm just saying already. Already this video seems weird to me compared to her usual stuff, because she's not sitting in the office with the blank wall behind her. She's got a big cute cuddly teddy bear behind her. Oh, she's got nice decorations behind her. She's got her makeup and all done. She's looking more on point today. It's a sharp contrast to the usual videos she's been putting out recently when she's been talking about her weight loss stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, she was meant to do a weight loss update for us. Yeah, she was meant to, because Sunday was her weigh-in. So this is gonna be a train wreck, isn't it, guys? Let's go.
And I finally said, you know what? I am choosing myself, and I'm not gonna be on camera.
What is with? I don't mean to pause this much. Like I am sorry. I'm pausing a lot this episode so far. But it's just that just reminded me of Foodie Beauty. When I was covering Foodie Beauty and her like recent things, one of her like fans, I don't know what, Beezers, sorry, I don't know why I forgot the name. Beezers came out and was just like, Foodie Beauty, for once, please just put yourself first. I know you never put yourself first, but for once, please just put yourself. And it's like, bro, she's like the most selfish person in the entire world. Amber here is saying like, for once, guys, I decided to put myself first. It's like, bro, your entire life revolves around you. How are you not putting yourself first? That makes you're not making these videos for us. Like, I'm sorry, you're just not. When the vast majority of people who watch you are hate watchers, you aren't making them for us. You're making them for you. It's literally your job. It's not like a fun little hobby. You're like, oh, I know people like my videos. They're demonetized. I just do them for fun, you know, because I like pleasing people. I like everyone being able to enjoy my videos and we all have a good time together. It's not that. This is literally your job.
And then I got some bad news with my last dietitian visit.
Okay.
And
I can't wait.
A video just like updates and such. My weight loss surgery updates, and it's super windy. So if you hear the wind, if you hear some whistling.
Well, thanks. By the way, guys, I've got a cat here, so if you hear meow every once in a while, that's him. Hello, you. Yeah. Yeah. Have you taken the place of Goober? Oh, here she comes now. Oh, she's jealous. Oh, she's jealous. Hello, Goober. Hello, you. Whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hello. Now I've got both of them. Hi. I've got both of them. I've got Goober and I got Squeaker. Hello, you. Squeaker's up. Oh, he's away. He's away. Thank God. I thought he was just gonna come and headbutt my microphone, guys. You good, girl? Are you in to talk about Amberlynn? You come for Amberlynn more than you come for... Yeah, you come for Amberlynn a lot more than you come for Chantel. Do you not like Chantel? No, you don't? Okay, Jesus. Jesus, that was an angry response there. She does... I think she's a ham baby. I think we're gonna say she's a ham baby, because she does... I think she's here for pretty much all of my... Oh. Yes? You are a ham baby? You are? That was kind of a tentative, yeah. That was a very tentative, yeah. I think she's a ham baby. We're going to say she's a ham baby. I'm going to say she hates Foodie Beauty. Yeah, okay. That's what she agrees with. We're going with that.
That's what that is. Because I have 6 windows in front of me right now. So, first things first.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't film here then. That makes it even stranger. It's like, this is a bad place to film because it's really windy and I've got all these windows around me, guys. It kind of makes it even more suspicious that you've picked a new area for this message to be delivered. It's kind of like, for anyone who doesn't know, I covered a guy called Boogie on my other channel. Boogie did a begging video. That is very hard to say. I know it's hard to say. I already told them it's hard to say. I don't know what else. I don't know what she wants from me here. You good girl? God, she's hyper today. Boogie did a begging video in October where he usually sits in front of like thousands upon thousands of dollars of collectibles and video game consoles and arcade machines and stuff like that. But he decided to like beg his audience, like, if you only have $1 to give, you can super chat that to me. That kind of level. It was pathetic. But everyone pointed out, it's like, because he decided to do the video outside in his garden instead, and everyone was just like, bro, did you seriously just do the video for the first time ever in your garden so we wouldn't see the thousands upon thousands of dollars of toys behind you so you could beg people for money? Are you actually serious? This is the vibe this is giving me right here.
I want to share with you guys.
She's just screaming in the kitchen now. She's shouting at the cats.
These new vitamins that I started taking because at the weight loss clinic that I went to, they give you.
Oh yeah, that was one of your 32 amazing steps of how awesome you are. You started taking a vitamin.
They recommend certain vitamins, and I don't have them with me physically. They're in the office because that's where I take them every single day. But I will just.
Which is even more suspicious that you're not filming in the office. I'm very suspicious of this. Guys.
Post a picture here on the screen of a screenshot of the vitamins. It is alive with.
Bro, it's just a multivitamin. I thought it was gonna be like, well, I gotta get my B12. They really recommend B12. C3, C. Oh, it's a big one. D1. Oh, they love me getting the D1. But it's just like it's a multivitamin. It's like everyone takes those. Like, really?
Ultra potency.
Oh god,
multivitamin.
So dumb.
So I just want to let you guys know that I have been taking those for a little bit, and I already feel them like doing their thing. I do have weird.
What a warrior she is. What a warrior she is. She's been taking multivitamins for upwards of a week now.
Medicine, anxiety, and sometimes it doesn't make sense. I was fine with taking Delta 8, but then I get like scared to take vitamins. It's weird. I know. So
it's almost like it's fake, and this is just some silly excuse to not do something that would help you. It's almost like that, because you actually got like an immediate benefit from Delta 8, but you don't get like an immediate benefit from vitamins. You know, it's like, because you don't really notice vitamins. They don't really do a huge amount for you. Gradually over time, you'll probably feel better, or maybe you'll get a small boost. But it's like a Delta 8 is like, it gets you high. So of course, it's just like, guys, it's weird. So I can't make myself eat a salad every day, but I can have a chocolate bar. What? This doesn't make sense. It's so weird, guys. It's like, no, it actually makes so much sense. Doesn't it make sense? It does. She says it makes sense, so I guess it makes sense.
I was holding on to these vitamins for a little bit, folks. I got them off of Amazon. And I was holding on to them. I was nervous to take them because like there's been things where you can like overdose on vitamins without even trying.
Like, how many vitamins are you eating the entire bottle at once, bro? Yes, could you technically overdose on vitamins? You could also overdose in water. It's called drowning, bro. Like, what? What a weird... You can overdose on chicken. I guarantee if you eat too much chicken, you could probably overdose on chicken. If you eat 3 million pounds of chicken a day, I guarantee you'll overdose on fucking chicken. This is a silly... What? This video... I'm loving this video so far. We're 10 minutes into my recording. We're 2.5 minutes into this. Jesus, this is going to go for a while.
Fitbit right now because it is charging. I have gotten questions though about like, how are you getting your steps in? Because I tell you guys that just naturally around my apartment or like going shopping.
I'm sorry, like I know a lot of people are like kind of going off a wee bit about like, you know, she did like 4,000 steps. 4,000 steps was never the bit I was challenging, because like it's easy to get 4,000 steps, even if you're fairly sedentary. I'm sorry, it's not hard to get 4,000 steps, especially like imagine how often she gets up to go to the fridge to be as nice as possible. It's not hard to get 4,000 steps. 4,000 steps isn't a huge amount, especially for her, because she takes tiny steps. If you ever watch her walk, because she's so unstable, she's like moving a centimeter at a time. She makes tiny wee steps. Most people have a pace. She has like a tittle. I would describe it as a tittle. So I can understand 4,000 steps entirely. I understand 4,000 steps entirely. I want her to address how she got 4,800 calories burnt, though.
So I get about 4,000 steps because I try. And people are like, how do you do that? What do you do? Like, I don't know if that's coming from like a good place or a bad place, but I kind of just want to explain to you. So right here, I have an island in my kitchen. I like to walk around my island a lot. And I noticed for me, walking in place not only makes my heart beat faster, but I feel it more. I feel it in my muscles more, etc., etc.
Guys, did you know if you do mild exercise, your heart rate will slightly increase? Did you know that? I know none of you are fitness experts like Amberlynn here. I'm somewhat of a fitness expert myself. I thought I would fill you in. You know, she is correct. If you do exercise, your heart rate actually can increase. This just feels like a deflection. She's talking about nonsense here to get away from the main point.
Another thing that I like to do is I like to walk from one end of the apartment to the other, and I'll just do that. And I actually measured it one time and walked.
Is she just... I don't know how much this is going to... Is she explaining walking to us? Is she explaining walking? Sometimes I walk across my apartment. It's like, wow. Thanks. I wasn't sure. I thought you hovered. I thought you glided. I thought you just coated the hardwood in butter and just rolled like a seal across it. Did you like that one?
From one side to the apartment to the other one, it was like over 200 steps.
Wow.
And that was just one way. I do take...
Yeah, okay, this is why I say she takes tiny steps, because there's no way. Like, I'm not doing the brag thing. My house is considerably larger than what I've seen of her house. It wouldn't take me 200 steps if I walked back and forth in my house 20 times. It wouldn't. I have a normal human pace, as I would describe it.
So I have an update on my ADHD. As you guys know, I feel like I have it. I am almost positive I have it. My psychiatrist thinks I have it. So
I'm sorry, I don't. My ADHD. You haven't been diagnosed with it, but the people think you might have it. Okay, that's so you don't. Right now, you cannot talk about your ADHD. You're not diagnosed as ADHD. So someone thinks you might have it. That's it. You have not been diagnosed with it. So I got entirely distracted, obviously because of my diagnosis of ADHD. Well, I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD. Just like I think Goober over here, she said to me, I have ADHD. Do you have ADHD? Well, she's not answering me now, so apparently I no longer have ADHD. So yay, celebrate for me, guys. I cured my ADHD, I guess. I got totally distracted because one of my cats ran in, like, kind of like Matrix style, like running up the wall, and like kicked my door so hard that it banged against the wall and then ran back out again. Kind of confused what was happening about that, but sorry, we'll get back to this amazing deflection where she talks about her maybe ADHD.
And I officially had the phone call to be evaluated, and they said, yes, it does sound like you have it. So I'm on the schedule to be assessed, but it goes all the way up until like 5 months from now. I guess a lot of people think they have ADHD. I know it's very common.
Yes, a lot of people do think they have ADHD. That is a fact. A lot of people do just think they have ADHD. It's an unfortunate fact, but a lot of people do just kind of assume they have ADHD because it's a good deflection for a lot of negative behavioral traits. What's God, I just noticed my mouse seems to be circling someone in particular. I have no idea why. This is silly. It's another update that didn't update anything. It is like, I'm still waiting. I might still have it. I might still maybe get diagnosed with it at some point. It's like, okay, well thanks for the update. Guys, I might maybe, guys, I'm going to let you in on a wee secret here. I might maybe fight for Ulster one day at heavyweight championship level, and then join the UFC and beat Dana White in the ring. He's somehow connected to UFC, right? You know, it might happen, guys. We're in the progress of it. You know, we're like step 3. So I needed to give that update, guys. That it's a maybe possible thing that might maybe happen sometime maybe in the future. Okay.
Revolving like my weight loss and like my way of eating and
okay, let's go.
Weight loss surgery and stuff, there's going to be a big change that's happening, and I'm sure there's going to be a big part of you who...
That fake pause. Stare off to the side. Okay, there you go. We're getting the acting in. Come on. Chantel only won the BAFTA recently. You can go for the Oscar.
Oh, I saw this coming. Typical Amberlynn. There's going to be another part of you guys who are like, oh, okay, I get this, I understand. But I feel like it's only going to be a tiny bit of you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Some of you are probably gonna be shocked.
That one guy called John in Cincinnati. I know you're the one guy who's gonna be shocked by this. Goober, are you shocked by this? Oh, she's like in her butt. Never mind.
Absolutely shocked. but I have to do what is right for me.
Uh-huh.
So let me explain.
I can't wait.
First.
I can't
do
wait.
officially have a dietitian. To
Wow.
get weight loss surgery, you have to see a dietitian and you have to get approved by the dietitian to get weight loss surgery. So
didn't you already get approved by the dietitian? Wasn't that? Didn't you do that phone call? Wasn't that? And then she spoke to the dietitian and she was recommended for weight loss surgery. Am I dumb? Didn't that happen? Am I living in Narnia here? Is fucking Hornswoggle? I don't know. Is Hornswoggle? Hornswoggle's a wrestling leprechaun, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go with that. Hornswoggle is going to come out here and be like, yes, do you know what, Mr. Gorlworld Ireland. I had to remember which character I was. You are indeed correct.
So you have to be honest. You have to be honest with everything. And seeing the dietitian and seeing the psychologist.
That must have been fucking difficult for you.
I was very, very upfront and honest. I have been diagnosed with binge eating in the past, and I was scared.
Did you already say that you were just told that you weren't a binge eater? That you weren't actually a binge eater? You were told that you had a food addiction, which I argued was basically the same thing. I might be wrong, but that was my argument. Now we're back to binge eating disorder. Guys, I need a bullet journal to journal this shit, because I have no idea where we are. And like, this is why we're in Narnia. We've gone through the cupboard. I have no idea.
So scared to say that, and obviously, because if you were to binge after weight loss surgery, you could get really sick. There has been people who have died because of it. It's a very scary thing. So with the psychologist,
do you know what a lot of people also have died off? Binge eating disorder, because morbid obesity, heart disease is the #1 killer. People have died of that as well. I'm sure they would take it into consideration and try and decide what is more likely for you. Because I'm sorry, most people like your size have some form of food addiction because they got to that size. You know, it does go hand in hand. So if she's going to use this as the argument that she can't get it because she has an eating disorder, well, bro, I don't think that's a great deflection.
He was able to see that I was past that stage of my life, and I was diagnosed with binge eating about a year ago. And since then, I have seen a psychologist for a year. A lot has changed.
But you said that psychologist didn't help you in any way. You said that psychologist encouraged you to eat if you wanted to eat. I feel like my soul has left my body and it's watching me make this reaction. And it's being like, just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Everything she said here so far has contradicted something else she said before.
Since then, when it comes to like my mentality and what I consider a binge and the whole thing, you guys have seen that firsthand. I showed you guys.
Have we?
I think it was in December, and you guys were like, "That's just a normal meal."
That's good. Well, no one believed you that it was a binge. It's like no one believed you that when you. It's just like when you showed us you tracking your 1,500 calorie day. No one was like, okay, well, come on, this is for the camera. No one believes you're actually doing that, because if you were doing that, eating 1,500 calories a day, you would be losing weight so quickly. So no one believes that. So just like when you're like, guys, I showed you a binge on camera, and everyone said that wasn't a really binge. It's like, don't take that as people being like, oh, we're on your side. We do not think that's a binge. You must have cured your binge eating disorder. I think most people were just like, bro, come on. Come on. Like, actually show us the binge.
So the way that I see binging is very different than the standard binging. And that's been hard for me to wrap my head around. The psychologist said, binging is eating 3 times what you normally would as a person. Okay,
just so you know, there is that is not like the dictionary definition of a binge. It is not like, oh, if it's 2.8 times or 2.9 times, as she said, it's not a real binge, you know? There's nowhere that I've seen online where it is like a binge is exactly 3 times or over what you normally eat. That's not how binge eating disorder works, okay? So her argument was like, well, how I see binging and how other people see binging is different, and I consider it a binge, but other people don't. It's like, maybe just go with the actual definition by actual people and not this weird made up one that you're doing right now.
But I never eat 3 times or 4 times the amount that I normally would eat. This whole being diagnosed with binge eating has been very strange, and I think it's hard and confusing because think of it this way. I am 500 pounds. I have been 572. I have been almost 600 pounds. You can't get that.
Isn't 572 like her maximum weight? It seems weird since you would categorize I have been 572 and I've been nearly 600 pounds as separate, when like as like Olori and Jordy and everyone has said, like this is a woman who like considers that if she loses like 20 pounds, she's like, oh, guys, it's such a massive difference. I can feel it already. I'm basically floating on air right now. So it's kind of weird that it's like 28 pound difference from like 572 to 600. She's like, well, 572 was nearly 600 pounds. But she says that here like separately, implying that she was heavier than 572 and closer to 600 pounds.
Way, unless you were eating large quantities of food. Is that just like massively overeating, or is that binging? For the normal person, it looks like binging. Like when I watch 600 Pound Life and they show what they're eating, I've never ate that much in one sitting. And
sure,
they see Dr. Now. A lot of them, which are my favorite stories, they're successful. And
sure. Okay, what is this weird deflection thing we're doing here? This weird, like, just fantasy tale we're living on right now. Like, where she is, like, once again arguing the specific definition in her mind of what binging is, because she doesn't actually consider herself a binger, because she doesn't eat more than she would usually eat. But what she usually apparently should eat is, like, 3 times more than what normal people eat, hence why she has gotten to, like, nearly 600 pounds. But now she's like saying like, oh, I watch other people who get to 600 pounds and they eat so much more than me, guys. They eat way more than me, guys. They're 600 pounds. They eat way more than me. Like she's acting like if she eats 1,800 calories, she got herself to 800 pounds.
That's why I feel like the show exaggerates. But if they're not exaggerating, fine. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
Do you know what? I'm straight up like, you know, when she shows like her binges and stuff like that, because her binge was so small. I don't remember what her binge was that she showed. I have eaten more than that, okay? And I'm generally a healthy enough guy. I've eaten more than that, like considerably more than that. I remember back when I was like, you know, I was younger and I played like rugby pretty much full time, and I was, you know, really into it. Played for two different teams. Really enjoyed the sport. I would, after a rugby match, go down to Subway and I would get 2 foot-long subs with double meat and extra cheese on both of them. And I would eat that and I'd get a family-sized bar of like chocolate. This is back when I was like 18, you know, 18, 19 kind of time. And I could eat that because it was after a rugby match. I was celebrating. I was having a good old time. That is considerably more than anything she has ever shown her us eating. So is that to her definition? Do I have binge eating disorder? Because every once in a while I have a good old binge. Does The Rock have binge eating disorder? Because when he has his cheat day, he has like 6 pizzas. Like, is The Rock? Does The Rock, by her definition, does The Rock have binge eating disorder? Like, it's why it's nonsense that she is acting like it's, guys, I just had a bowl of quinoa and I've gained 70 pounds. It's like, just be honest. Just be honest. Like, I could be honest about my story there with you guys. Like, you know, it's yeah. Sometimes you just eat a lot of food. Just be honest. The fact that you're like nearly 600 pounds and trying to be like, guys, I had a banana and fuck, I can't fit in my trousers anymore is a wee bit silly.
I have not what I consider binged. I have not since somewhere in December. This whole
that's a lie. You told us in January that you had binged, I think, twice. And that was caused by, that's a good pause, and that was paused, that was caused by the Delta 8 gummies, and that's why you had to quit the Delta 8, because they were making you binge. You also told us since this most recent thing, in that panic attack thing, that you had broken down and that you had, like, cheated, during that. But now you're just like, guys, I haven't even binged since December now. It's like, you can't even keep up with your own lies. This is why people like call you out so often, because you can't even keep up with your own lies.
I've been actively choosing these coping mechanisms that my psychologist taught me all of last year. And I had my dietitian appointment.
Stop suddenly praising the previous psychologist when you said you had to leave them because they were so terrible. They encouraged you to eat because they didn't care about you being fat and they were happy with you to stay fat. And now you're like, they basically cured my binge eating and my food addiction, you know, and they taught me all these coping mechanisms so I don't actually eat too much, and I've actually been losing weight because of it. That is the exact opposite you said a month ago when you were doing this fantasy thing about joining weight loss surgery. Okay? So this is why I say I don't believe that the weight loss surgery thing was ever happening, because everything she's saying now directly contradicts everything she said in the run-up to weight loss surgery.
She told me, this is going to be hard to hear, but if you are trying to get weight loss surgery, this is within their program. Every program is different. If you are trying to get weight loss surgery with this program, you have to go a full year, 365 days, without one binge.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? They only let you have weight loss surgery if you go a full year without binging. If you went a full year without binging and eating healthy, you wouldn't need the weight loss surgery. What are you talking about?
But she said, I cannot get weight loss surgery for a year. She cannot.
This is nonsense. Okay, firstly, this is information you would have known well ahead of time. Because I guarantee during the web seminar, during the in-person seminar, during the individual sit-down one-on-one talks, one of the first questions anyone would have had is when. And I guarantee they didn't turn around and say, oh, 1 year. We're working on a 1-year program. Yeah, it's a 1-year program, guys. At the end of 1 year, you will get the weight loss surgery. Like, how much does this weight loss surgery? Because I'm sorry, I follow other large people. I do. And they get weight loss surgery like that. Like that. No problem. Couple months, maybe. If you had enough money, I'm sure you could get it tomorrow if you threw the cash around. This is nonsense. You were there and no one asked how long this process is, because I'm pretty sure most people who are in your condition would not say, oh yeah, a year healthy solid eating, totally doable. Isn't this guy like the best weight loss surgeon guy in the entire world? Like, does he only operate on like one person a year? Is that why he's considered so good? Because only like one person can make it through this incredibly strict procedure? like what?
And I have been so confused where I'm just like, do I want to share this with YouTube? Do I want to share with...
And then I was like, guys, should I share this with YouTube? That makes me even think it's more fake. Because you sit and go like, I'm not sure if I should even share this with YouTube. It's like, I think people would have noticed when you made it sound like it was going to be next month when the weight loss surgery is going to happen, and 8 months pass and you're like, oh, yep, still waiting. I'm still waiting for them to call me back, guys. What are you doing here? This is the silliest stuff I've ever heard. You can't, like, this is her quitting weight loss surgery. She did the storyline for a little bit. She's bored of it. She's tired of it. She probably hasn't done too well in this weight loss for this week's weigh-in, and she's already shuffled it away because this is nonsense. This is her, like I said, I don't believe she was ever in the process for weight loss surgery. I'm sorry, I just don't. Especially with how nonsense this get out is. Well, I'm not out, guys. It's going to take a year. It's like, okay, sure. And I don't know. Me and Goober will sing you Christmas carols if you get it done next year. Okay, I don't know. We'll show up personally. We'll sing you Christmas carols if you do it next year at the end of this 1 year long process where you have to eat super healthy and not binge a single time in a year.
Just painful side to this. Do I want to put a mask on? Do I just want to seem nonchalant? Do I want to go into detail? I have just been...
Oh, we wouldn't want you to go into detail. It's not like you haven't told us a single thing about this weight loss surgery, which kind of helps me with my case that this was never actually a thing, because you've given us no information, and the little bits of information you have actually given us contradicts the actual bits of information you have given us.
I couldn't control it. It was like my insides exploded, and I cried. And
yeah, well, that's why they don't want you to get the surgery. Sorry, is that a dark joke? I'm gonna say it's a dark joke. Maybe I should cut that one out.
Another thing to just get in the way, because I have been doing everything.
Yeah.
To get the surgery.
I even took multivitamins. Get multivitamins, guys. Fuck's sake.
I have gotten people messaging me saying, how are you getting through this process so quickly? I've been doing this for months and I'm not even as far along as you. I have been just like
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So the 1 year is the accelerated version because Amber's so good. She's always so on top of things. The 1 year process, that's the accelerated version of this. Actually, if Amber wasn't so on top of it, it's a 2 year process. Why are you so bad at this? Why are you so bad at lying? Why? Why can you not just like make a convincing story? Just be like, guys, I went in and I shitted and farted at the same time, and the surgeon threw me out because he was disgusted. Man, that is more believable than everything you've said here.
I wanted the surgery before summer. I did. Since I'm self-pay, that would have been manageable. But since I have been diagnosed with an eating disorder...
Like everyone your size, I'm willing to bet on it. Like 95% of people who are 600 pounds showing up for weight loss surgery have some form of eating disorder. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that. This nonsense was guys, I'm actually super special. I'm a super special 520-pound person because I have an eating disorder as well. All of them do.
I instantly thought of 600-Pound Life, where these people, this isn't me saying anything bad about anybody. And I have seriously sat here and I was like, should I even share my true feelings? This is just like what I'm going through. I've sat here and I've been like, they're worse off. They eat way more than I do in one sitting. Why are they able to get the surgery?
It's so weird that they eat 3 times what you eat and they're only like 70 pounds heavier than you. It's so weird. It's almost like that's not true. What are you talking? I'm sorry. Then go to a different weight loss clinic. There you go. If this one is the magic one that requires over a year process to get it, go to a different one. Wings of Redemption organized his in like a month. Go to a different one. There you go. You're flying. You're magic. Go to the one they use. There you go. They'll do it instantly for you, apparently.
And last time this happened was when the psychologist said, you can't get surgery for like 2 years. And
what surgeons does she go to that they all have like a 7-year plan? Like, what? It's like, well, do you know what, Amber? I think you're perfectly suited. We're all going to sign letters of recommendation for you here. You are perfectly suited for weight loss surgery. How does 2044? That's a lovely number. 2044. That sounds about right for the surgery. What are you? What the?
I was like, you know, and I didn't care as much then. Not even remotely close to how much I care now. And I gave up. And it just
I unlike
a lot of
you.
memories flooded and just. Failure, you're such a failure. Just that kept.
I don't even think you're a failure. I think you're a liar. There you go. I don't pick which of the two you prefer. I think you're a liar. I think this is fantasy. You're writing the next Lord of the Rings here. This is dog shit. There you go. I'm just gonna be blunt. This is dog shit. This is one of the worst lies I've ever heard because it is so unconvincing. I don't know how you're so bad at this when your entire career is lying about yourself. This is literally your job is to monetize your life, as you say, and you are so bad at making a cohesive story. Like I guarantee next week for your next video in that length of time, I could have made up a weight loss surgery that is more convincing than this. Hey guys, maybe I should do that. Maybe we should make that a separate video. Maybe I should do a Zachary Michael and do a little wee funny video where I go over and have a wee chat about myself and do a little funny skit video. And I bet I could make a more convincing weight loss surgery than she just did.
I'll be in my head, and knowing that no matter how much work I do now, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter.
But that's all, the opposite of what you just said, because it will matter in a year if what you're saying is real, which it isn't. Then the work you're doing now will matter. So that doesn't actually make sense. But good work there. Good work. God, Foodie Beauty got the BAFTA. I don't even. What are you getting? Like a Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award? Maybe I'm gonna go for that. Nickelodeon Kid Choice Award here.
I was getting the test done. I was putting the work in. I was exercising. I was losing weight. I was eating the right foods. I was doing the stupid little rules like take small sips, stop using straws. Like,
oh, I was so silly to do these things that if I keep them going will let me lose the weight naturally, because apparently I've been losing lots of weight, so this is all pointless. This weight loss that I have done successfully by following these rules, this is pointless because I can't get the weight loss surgery instantly, even though if I keep going at this rate, I should be like, I don't know, 400 pounds in the next like 5 months. I have, what is she trying to pretend to do here? Like, I genuinely, I'm struggling entirely to understand what this whole role play is. Because she's like, first she's bad at pretending to be sad, especially here. Like, this is genuinely bad. She showed more expression when she finished her Titanic Lego.
A lot of you are going to be like, she didn't even want the surgery. And, you know, it's so crazy.
Present.
I wanted the surgery so bad that that's all my channel has been. That's all my life has.
Yeah, it kind of is like all your channel has been recently, because you haven't really done very much. Like, because this is your current storyline, because you go through storylines. Let's not pretend you don't. This is your current storyline. This is the storyline that you're writing. Like I said, you're writing the next Lord of the Rings. So it makes total sense that this is what you're trying to monetize, because you have clickbaited the shit out of this WLS so much in every video, and you've given nothing. Every video, nothing. Every video, nothing. Like, do you know what? I'm gonna say straight up. My opinion is, she was worried because she was kind of like king shit for a little while there, wasn't she? She took the crown back. Foodie Beauty, Kuwait, no one cared. She came back to Canada, everyone's like, oh, she's gonna go, nothing. Oh, nothing. She's gonna sit there and get high. Oh, and then everyone was bored, and they went back to Amberlynn. Boom. Just like you saw on my channel. I don't really talk about Foodie Beauty too much. I've talked about her a couple times now because of the cat thing. She's heading back to Kuwait, the leaving the luxury villa, all that stuff. I think Amber saw that all and was like, now's the time. I'm gonna go boom and end this arc hard on a big thing. It's gonna pull attention back to me. Everyone's gonna come back, because everyone's gonna come back and they're gonna be angry at me, or they're gonna go, oh, poor me. I think the timing is too perfect, isn't it? Come on, like I think I'm right here. The time's too perfect. I don't conspiracy Lynn, here, but like that's how I feel. The timing is way too perfect.
Been even off of YouTube, and still there are freaking haters out there who think I still don't want the surgery.
I think you never wanted it. I think you were never doing it. There you go. I'm going to say it. I don't care. I think I've always been very direct and very honest about this. I never believed that this was happening, and I think this has proven me right, because this story doesn't make sense. It just genuinely does. The hungry caterpillar makes more sense than this.
Mind blowing. It's mind blowing. When I tell you I broke down after that appointment, I had a fucking anxiety attack.
Bro, you had an anxiety attack. I loaded up a YouTube video. Like, what are you talking about? You nearly broke down because you got nice earrings from someone. What are you... Bro, this is like, guys, you don't understand. I actually cried. Guys, I cried. Guys, what are you talking... You're trying to say I didn't get weight loss surgery? Guys, I cried when I couldn't get it. I know my bullet journal has 2 entire pages dedicated to me crying because I do it so often. But guys, I cried. That means it must be true.
Someone with a binge eating disorder can really hurt themselves after surgery. I get it. But I don't have issues binging anymore. And I've never had those types of issues like
anymore. Apparently you never had binge eating disorder. You were falsely diagnosed because everyone else's fault. Constantly, it's always everyone else's fault. You weren't actually a binge eater. You were a food addict, even though they're pretty much the same thing. Like, you could hurt yourself being just a normal food addict. You could hurt yourself not even having a food addiction. Like, if you eat the wrong thing, if you're stupid with it. Like, if I got this surgery, I could kill myself tomorrow by accident if I eat the wrong thing. If I'm just stupid one day. Not even if I have a food addiction. Not even if I have binge eating disorder. If I'm just stupid one day, I could kill myself by accident. So this whole like storyline she's building, where she is like a super special flower who accidentally was diagnosed with binge eating disorder, and because of that, as the only person in the entire world going through weight loss surgery with binge eating disorder, apparently she's like the special snowflake that, oh guys, the world is just conspiring against me.
Eating 3 times the amount you normally would. I've never had that. And it just like, I don't know.
I've never had this magical definition I've pulled right out of my ass. This magical definition that binge eating is only if you eat 3 times more than you normally would. No. Do I have binge eating disorder because of the 2 subways? Do I have binge eating disorder because... Oh, sorry, that's only 2 subways, not 3 subways. If I had a 3rd subway, that's me. I have binge eating disorder. Oh my god, this video is it's so pathetic. I'm kind of having a fun time tearing into it because this is just nonsense.
But I am gonna go back to uploading every other day, and it's just gonna be vlogs.
Yay!
Just vloggity vlogs. I feel happiest doing that. I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, it's just a year, it's fine. It's not fine, because that gives me so much room to make a mistake. And I'm honest with health professionals. As much as I'm
Oh my god. Oh, did you hear me laughing there? Jesus. God. Oh. I know. That was... You know what, Amber, you should be writing comedies, not fantasy. Come on.
I am very honest, and they're gonna hear the true nitty-gritty. If I feel that I've binged, or like my version of binging, God, I'm gonna let them know.
That's so funny.
And that's gonna restart the whole 100. The whole 100? What am I talking about? The whole year over. And that's scary because I'm Amberlynn.
I'm Amberlynn. I'm a special snowflake. Guys, I'm actually like super special and super unique. And the problem is I'm actually like, too nice and too honest. The problem, everyone tells me all the time, Amber, why are you always... She's telling me right now, Amber, why are you so honest about everything? You're just too nice a person. I'm just too forthcoming and honest with the facts. And I'm like, guys, I know. Do you know though? She knows though. Amber is... Too much of an honest person to be dealing with this. She would never lie to anyone. That's a problem. She never lies to anyone, guys. This is the funniest. This is like, if you want to watch like every one of like the tick list of like Amber's general behavior, this video, chef's kiss.
I will see you guys in my next video, which will be a vlog. So I'll see you guys then.
No, she seems so heartbroken, and she's so heartbroken about this. This is absolutely nonsense. This is kind of hilarious. Even she left the room. She's screaming at the cats now. Just updating the cats on what we've seen here, because the boys do need to know. The boys need to be keep up to date with all Amberlynn information, because even the cats know that the problem with Amber is that she's actually just too honest and too forthcoming, and she really is just like the nicest, greatest person ever. And the problem is she's like unique. She is like the only person in the entire world who has an eating disorder and also is 500 pounds. So guys, people in her category who have eating disorders and are 500 pounds, they're literally exempt from weight loss surgery. They have to cure their eating disorder entirely first, then go on a year-long odyssey before they're finally allowed to actually have weight loss surgery. It's definitely not because Chantel Foodie Beauty got a little bit more attention than her because of the whole cat malarkey thing going on. This is cuckoo gaga bullshit land. This is Narnia. We are traveling through the fucking multiverse here. This is so silly. Wow. Guys, just wow. Okay, guys, this is fantastic. This is one of my favorite videos she's uploaded in a while because it is just nonsense. I'm going to end it here because this is nearly an hour long and I'm going to have to cut it down because I don't like to throw massive videos at you guys. Want to thank my Patreons first, though. Frank, Eswank, Healy, Blake D, I'm just saying an absolutely massive thank you so much for donating, supporting, everything like that, guys. Thank you to everyone who's donated, supported, all that kind of stuff. I think we're heading towards, I don't know, 850 now. It's kind of been wild. It kind of came in during like a really funny time during the Gorlworld Finanza. So, yeah, guys, that's going to be the video. Have a good one. You take care of yourselves now, and bye-bye.